Someone failed at playing you for stupid. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Someone failed at playing you for stupid. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, I ain't stupid and I ain't dumb. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I ain't stupid and I ain't dumb. Now, for all my English professors out there, if this bothers you, drop in the comments and say, I'm not stupid and I'm not dumb. All right? But way to suck all the fun out of everything, okay? But anyway, y'all, those who are more generous spirited, generous hearted, those who are a little bit more nice, or they portray themselves to be more sweet. Once again, not soft, but just generous hearted. Okay, you're kind, you're nice. It is what it is. Okay, don't try to be something that you're not. If this is who you are, that's okay. See, you can't worry about how a person treats you. You can't worry about how a person acts towards you. But what you can worry about is your presentation. But sticking to my point, if you happen to be this particular person or like this in spirit, then you have to understand that you're going to be on someone's F-wit list. Meaning, if I see you portray this type of energy, if I see you act like this, if I see you exude this type of personality, I'm going to try you. You know why? Because people tend to respect those who are abrasive, aggressive, mean. Or if they're not afraid, they're at least going to have an apprehensive or a hesitant approach to messing with this particular individual. Make sense of what I'm saying? So you might as well go ahead and write off and say, you know what? People may try me, okay? People may not try me, especially if you are more firm and solid, right? However, anybody who's kind, somebody's going to try it. It may not be the whole job. It may not be the entire family. It may not be everybody you get in a relationship with or be friends with. But somebody gonna try it. Because oftentimes people take kindness as a weakness. If you think about moms and pops in a household, everybody gonna run to mom. Why? Because she's more kind. Now, I know some mamas don't play, but most moms are gonna be more kind. Guess what? Brother and sister. Hey, go ask mom. Go ask mom. As soon as dad come in, they acting like ain't nothing happened. You know why? Because they know he gonna say no, or they know he gonna put his foot down. Because men are more said to be the stronger vessel, or the person who can just say no in the family. All right. But the point that I am making is that people are going to try to play you stupid when you have that kind approach, or when you have that generous heart. They're going to try to play you for stupid, because for some reason, people tend to equate kind with intelligent, or kind with being dumb. Make sense of what I'm saying? Sometimes people think that just because you're kind, you're stupid. And that's why I'm making this video. Because being kind does not mean you're weak, or let alone be stupid. All right? It does not mean that. So with that being said, y'all, this is how you know they have failed at playing you for stupid. Let's get right into it, family. First thing is first, y'all know what I need you to do. Go ahead and leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. And yes, family, we are right here in front of the legendary Great Couch. Anytime I am in front of the legendary Great Couch, something legendary going to be said, and that's just how they go. Let's get right into it, y'all. Number one, first sign of how you know they failed at playing you for stupid is this right here, y'all. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Now, we all know that 1 + 1 = 2, but all of us know that 1 + 1 + 3 does not equal 5, right? And although this may be a cliche analogy, it's extremely true. What do you mean by that, Reno? If a person tells you a story that has no structure, that has no meaning, that has no reasoning, right? Chances are it don't add up. If a person give you a conversation, and within that conversation, their tone ain't adding up. The tone is not right, right? Maybe it's a high tone, or a shaky tone, or unbelievable tone. Chances are it's not adding up. Anytime a person don't have a reason behind their actions, it's all illogical, and it seems like it's more fluff than it is facts. Chances are it's false, meaning it's not going to add up when it's being told. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? That's like a person asking you, hey, Susie, or hey, Michael, can I borrow some money on Friday? But they forgot that they told you that they get paid and they're going to have extras on Friday. Maybe they told you this, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, maybe it was a week ago, right? But some people are such habitual liars to where they'll tell you something and then forget they told you, and then they'll lie and say, I ain't tell you that. What you talking about? Make sense of what I'm saying? It does not add up. And the person or the people who tried to play you for stupid had a similar storyline. They told you something and it didn't add up. They explained something to you and it didn't add up. Or maybe they asked you for something and it did not add up. This is what happens, y'all, when people fail to play you for stupid. Once again, somebody drop in the comments and say, I ain't the one. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I ain't the one. Number 2, it's going to be this right here, y'all. Their selfish ways reveal themselves. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, their selfish ways reveal themselves. Listen, y'all, this can be your mama. This can be your daddy. This can be your brothers, your sister, your uncle, grandma, grandfathers. No one is excluded for or from being selfish. It takes a true class act to be selfless, meaning to put others before yourself, to be worried about others. And I don't want to say so much worried, but to be concerned about others, right? It takes no effort, and it's most definitely not a class act to be selfish. I think about myself. I do for myself. I only want for me. So anytime I ask a person, call a person, text a person for something, chances are it's about what I can get. I'm going to give y'all this story. I don't really like to get into my personal business. Therefore, I'm going to leave, the names disclosed or undisclosed. I'm going to not get so deep to where it's like, oh, wow, this is what's going on. However, I'm going to give y'all some pretty accurate, actual factuals so y'all can understand what's going on, okay? So for the sake of this particular person and how close they are to me, I'm going to protect their name and protect their, just protect their face card, right? Nowadays, people can go searching all type of stuff. But anyway, I had this person who's very, very, very close to me, okay? Maybe y'all can make a guess, but hey, whatever. This person is very close to me. They called me about 3-4 times. Now, mind you, before they called me 3 or 4 times, they went ghost for about 5-6 months. I'm going to say 5 to 4 months, right? 4 to 5 months. That's fine. No problem. I'm the type of person, I keep my head down. I keep my hands in my business. And I just keep working. Like, I don't stop, right? No, one monkey ain't going to stop no show. So, out of nowhere, I get a call about 3-4 times, And I'm the type of person, if you ghost me, you're not on my priority list, right? You got to get back into rotation. You got to earn your spot back in my life. I don't care who you are, right? So they call me 3-4 times. I don't answer. Then they send a text, right? And so I wait a few days because I'm busy, right? I'm busy. This person called me back maybe I think the next day or 2 days after that. Calling me again and then send a text. But this time they asked for my address, right? So when they asked for my address, I'm thinking, due to who this person is, okay, I don't want nobody taking this out of context, but due to who this person is, I'm thinking they're going to come visit me or they're about to send me something in the mail, right? So I give them my address. I say, hey, what's going on? Nothing, driving trucks. Okay, cool. Well, maybe they're going to come see me while they driving trucks, or maybe they're going to send me something in the mail. I ain't think nothing of it. Time progressed. I end up calling them back. I say, you know what, it's been a few days now. Let me reach back out to them. So this particular person said, hey, I want to see you. I want to, get together. It's been a while. Let's get together, right? I said, okay, cool, let's do it. So I'm coming up with these different scenarios, coming up with these different things. I say, maybe we can go to the gym, or maybe we can do a cigar lounge. I say, you know what? Let's do a cigar lounge, right? So we was going to go to the cigar lounge. And once the day come, matter of fact, I'm gonna say about 5 days before the day actually come, I reach out and I go ahead and confirm that, hey, this is what's going on. Now, while we on the phone, they told me what they needed to use my address for. Now, here's the thing. I don't care who this is. You don't just give out a person's, you don't just use a person's address just because you want to use their address. It's not how life works. I don't care who it is. So they told me, I was trying to use your address for this company that I'm working at. And, I couldn't I end up not being able to use it. However, that's what I wanted your address for. I'm thinking they trying to see me. I'm thinking they trying to send something. However, I say, you know what? We'll address that when we go to the cigar lounge. I'm not even tripping on it. Okay. Now, I'm going to pause the story right here. What I had did was I gave a person a loan. When it comes to my address, I gave a person a loan off of their face card and their name alone, right? Before they told me what they were going to use the money for. I'll take that accountability. That was on me, right? Now, they were not able to use the address anyway. However, it's still the fact of a person showing their selfish intentions when they hitting you up. Unpause the story. Now, Wednesday passed by, Thursday passed by, Friday passed by, Saturday is now here, right? Because we were supposed to go out Saturday, I want to say. Yes, Saturday. Okay, cool. So Saturday gets here, and I call early that morning. Hey, so we still on? You know what? I'm not going to be able to swing that one. And I'm like, so what's going on? And so it was like, yeah, I'm going to have to take an Uber, and I'm going to have to do this. I said, I'll tell you what. If you take care of your Uber there and back, then I'll take care of the cigar. I'll take care of the drinks, even if you want some food. In other words, if you can do this for yourself, meaning get yourself there, get yourself back, then I'll be able to take care of the festivities. Because at this point, if I take care of the festivities and if I take care of the festivities and if I take care of your way there and back, you really didn't even want to go, right? Okay, y'all stay with me. So he said, I can't come. This particular person said, I can't come. I'll let you know if I can. Well, time progressed. And mind you, before time progressed, we already had set in stone that this was what we were going to do, right? I'll have the money to get there and back. We'll be able to do this, whatever. Okay, cool. So time progressed and he calls back. And the day is almost over with. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not even finna get into it. I know that this is not good news. I never answered the phone because the day was over with. But I knew that it was not about to go down in terms of what happened or in terms of going to the cigar lounge, right? Long story short, y'all, the person did not call me because they wanted to see me. They called me because they wanted to get my address, okay? And this is how you know a person played themselves, because you would have been able to get a lot more had you played your cards right. But you failed and you showed your selfish ways. So the selfish ways were revealed. And this is what I mean, y'all. All right. I hate to give y'all this long story, but this is a true story. This person called me for my address. They're very close to me, by the way. Called me for my address, used me, and said, yeah, I want to see you. And then when I came up with the date, they was like, I'm not going to be able to make it. I got you. You was only calling to use my address. I didn't need for them to confirm whether they could come or not because I already knew what it was. No text was sent, no anything. You tried to use me. But the point is, y'all, their selfish ways will reveal itself, okay? Number 3 is going to be this right here, y'all. They mad for no reason, all right? Mad for no reason. Y'all, it's almost like a person who wants to cheat but can't, right? Like this particular person, they want to cheat on you, but they can't. You know why? Because you're always home, or maybe you're always on to them, or maybe you always know, maybe you always are around, whatever the case is. But a person who wants to cheat on you is going to always be mad for no reason. You know why? Because you're stopping their motion. You're stopping their movement. You're stopping their groove. You're stopping it all, right? So they're gonna be pissed off at you. They don't want to eat with you. They're gonna be mad at you because you're snoring. They're gonna be mad at you because you are just walking around the house that you pay for. They will be mad at you. You know why? Because they want to cheat, but they can't. And see, here's the thing. You are on to their game. So they're playing themselves. They ain't play you for stupid. They play it themselves for stupid. They the ones who switched up their pattern. They the ones who switched up their routine. They the ones. You switched up. Somebody drop that down below in the comments and say, you switched up. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you switched up. Moving on to the next one is going to be number 4, and that is they feel embarrassed. All right? They feel embarrassed. This reminds me of a roast session that goes wrong. Okay? I know we all done been to school, and we've all probably have been the person roasting somebody and have been the person who was getting roasted, right? And for those who don't know what roast is, it's a new profound way of saying Jones. Okay, I know back in the day, it used to be they joning. Now, y'all, it's called roasting. But anyway, this particular person, they feel embarrassed. And when a bully tries to roast somebody, or when a roaster tries to roast somebody, and they was not expecting for that person to come back and be as witty and be as sharp and be as on point as they did not expect for that person to have that type of comeback. They didn't expect for that person to have those type of jokes just right there in the clutch, right there in their arsenal, right? I think what's his name, y'all? Aries Spears had made a joke about Jadakiss. He said, man, your fingers, man. He said, your fingers are black. He said something like that. And then Jadakiss came right back and said, yeah, almost like how your eyes is. You know, Aries Spears got those eyes like a raccoon, right? But he came right back. And it was no love lost when he said it. It was like jokes, right? But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people feel embarrassed because they didn't see you come back. They didn't see you being as witty. They didn't see you being able to be as intelligent to give them a comeback that quick. You follow what I'm saying? And so it can cause a person to be more embarrassed. The next thing would be number 5, and that's going to be you outsmarted them. Okay? You outsmarted them. So it was a clip that I seen on Facebook, and it was a duck and a cheetah, right? So the duck was floating, minding his own business. And the cheetah, you know, the cheetah go in the water to get their prey sometime. So the cheetah went inside the water. He was on to the duck. The duck literally inside the water. And then the cheetah was like, oh, where you go at? I'm about to make you a cheeseburger. Where you at? And so the duck ducked down underneath the water. The cheetah turned around. The duck come back up to breathe. Cheetah is still looking. Go back down when the cheetah turns back to the duck's direction. The duck go back down. Duck come back up. The cheetah is like, man, where my cheeseburger at? And so what happened was eventually the duck actually got in position to get away from the cheetah. And how he did that was by outsmarting the cheetah. The cheetah was looking for the duck. The cheetah was trying to eat the duck, but the duck literally inside the water. Every time the cheetah tried to get to him, he couldn't find him. He outsmarted him by utilizing, because you know ducks are able to breathe, not necessarily breathe underwater, but they're able to slow down their metabolism so that they can hold their breath longer, right? Cheetahs can't do that. He outsmarted him by utilizing his strengths, right? And utilizing the cheetah's weaknesses against them. Because obviously, y'all, a cheetah would destroy a duck. But guess what, y'all? That duck outsmarted the cheetah. And sometimes that's what you have to do. Sometimes you have to outsmart a person, especially when they are in their strong suit and you are in your weak suit. That makes sense? But the point is, y'all, is that you outsmarted them, just like the duck outsmarted the cheetah, okay? And long story short, y'all, the duck actually got away from the cheetah, and the cheetah was like, man, what am I doing at? And so the cheetah just ended up going back to the safari and looking for another prey. But that's the point, y'all. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this recap, and then we'll get up out of here. So number 1, it doesn't add up, okay? Number 2, their selfish ways reveal themselves. Number 3, they're mad for no reason. Number 4, they feel embarrassed. And number 5, y'all, you outsmarted them. Family, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all go over to the Rich Mentality Academy. Be sure to join the membership and meet your tribe. Y'all be sure to get a one-on-one session with your boy if you would like to, talk to me directly. Y'all book that one-on-one session. Y'all can get any one of my books as well as check out any one of my Yes Sir t-shirts. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.